What is good, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Rob, aka Roboto, and we are back once again. It's been a long time. Things are a little crazy, but all we got now is time to kill. So I'm back again. Today we're gonna break into the new free agency promo right ahead of Series 6 in Madden 20 Ultimate Team. It's been a long time since we had a new promo. It's been a lot of just the same kind of bad combine stuff for a while. Was able to make a bunch of coins off of it. Was able to get Dion basically for free, but we can get into that some other time. But for today, we're just going to get right into the free agency promo. Before we dive right in, just want to let everybody know that if we hit a like goal, we'll be ripping some Series 6 bundles when that comes around Friday. So 20 likes on this guy if we get it by Friday. If we get it by the weekend, if we get it by Saturday, we get 20 thumbs up, 20 likes, I'm ripping a bundle. A big old bundle right on stream. I'll probably repurpose it and put it right here back on YouTube. So don't be too alarmed if you miss out on it. But if we get 20 likes, I'm ripping bundles. We're opening packs, baby. But let's get right into it. Let's check out what we got going on in free agency promo. Obviously, free agency across the NFL sweeping the league. So right here, when you load in Jadeveon Clowney giveaway, limited time only, kick off your fantasy team with powerful Jadeveon Clowney. Now, if this promo, you can pretty much get a free 96 overall card. You also have a new $1.50 pack, by the way, which I accidentally opened by myself. If you go into the store, you'll see the $1.50 pack. Probably under special offers here. I went and I opened it and I got a 92 James Bradberry, which I'm not too mad about at all. $1.50 pack, 90 plus overall. So definitely invest in that if you can. $1.50. I know a lot of crazy stuff's going on right now with a lot of people, so if you can't, completely understandable. But as you can see right here, I got the James Bradberry, future Giants cornerback. Thank you very much, trust the Giants. He's already selling for about 50K, so he's probably getting dumped by a lot of people on the market. So when you sign in, you get this 85 Jadeveon Clowney. It's a standard starter card like we always get, and you get a month tip. Free agency is here. For more information, check out the free agency missions. So we'll do that right now and get some more information here to share with everybody. All right, so when you go over here to missions, sign your free agents. Give free agents a new home in your team. Take on the missions to get your players. Earn a choice of a Nat 96 overall, free agent, and ultimate challenges. So if we just click it right here, you can see that there are already two free agency 96 overalls there ready to go. Ndamukong Suh. We also got Phillip Rivers. There's a whole host of 96 overalls that you can add to your team. Let's check them out real quick. If we go to the auction house, Hunter Henry, I believe, is another one, a 96 overall. Tom Brady, I believe, is one, 96 overall. There's going to be 96s coming. There's also going to be another part. There's going to be a part 2 to this promo. So if you don't like what you see right now, don't be too alarmed by anything, because there's going to be a part 2 coming. So don't sit there and be a little upset if you don't see a player that you are kind of hoping to see. So 96s include Chris Harris Jr., again, Phillip Rivers, Anthony Harris, free safety from the Vikings, or formerly the Vikings, I guess, or franchise tag, whatever is going on there. Lamar Miller, again, Hunter Henry. So you got a good host of 96 overall guys. Basically pretty much you got a quarterback, a running back, and a tight end, and then you got a cornerback, a right end, and a free safety, along with Jadeveon Clowney at I believe he's a 98 overall. Joe Thuney and Jadeveon Clowney are both 98 overalls. Thuney, in comparison, obviously he's in a power up. In comparison here to a Gene Upshaw, I'm giving Gene Upshaw the advantage on run block, but everything else seems pretty solid on Thuney. I mean, it's going to be it's a Patriots lineman. When free agency dust settles, we'll see what happens as far as like getting the chems and stuff. I believe they said that the higher overall cards can get all the chems. I'm not too sure about that. All of this can change with how players land in certain places, or EA might swap it up and say, hey, only the higher overalls can get their specific chems, but we'll see. Right here, by the way, is Clowney in comparison to LT, who I feel is probably going to get a new Ultimate Legend card soon, I would hope. Better speed, better excel, play rack, block shed, power move. Finesse move is still lower than LT, even though LT is like a 94, I think this card is without the power up. But yeah, this is a really good Clowney card. It's just you want to make sure that, and has good height too, 6'5". You just want to make sure that if you are interested in getting him, and you do have an LT, keep that in mind that a new LT might be coming soon. I'd pretty much guarantee that it's probably going to come out here in this Ultimate Legends promo at some point. If not this week, then in the coming weeks. You still have about like four, maybe 5 more weeks left. So those are the players. Also, I have some unopened packs that we're gonna rip into on Series 6 stars, but we'll get to that at a later date. So those are the players. That's the missions. So now we got to check out the challenges and see how we can get a free 96 overall. 1, it's going to be a nat. Yes, it is going to be a nat. And 2, you are not able to get it this week right away. If you go and look, 0 out of 120 stars, 120 stars gets you a nat 96 overall free agency player. 200 stars gets you a nat 87 overall. I don't know why they're doing that backwards. It's really kind of silly. But as you can see here, there's a bunch of legends, right? Legendary names or current players. There's just a bunch of names that when it comes to free agency, right? Julius Peppers, Peyton Manning, Reggie White. So there's a bunch of like impactful, huge free agency, important moments in free agency history over the history of the league. So you go through basically, and let's pop in the first Peppers one here. You got to play, it's a tie. It looks like it's a situational game. Get a sack this drive, get a sack in 2 plays, don't allow more than 1 first down this drive. What I'd suggest to get as many done as possible, so you really don't have to wait long for week 2, is just get all these on 5 stars. Obviously, if you can get 4 stars, that's cool too. But what I suggest is, so that way next week when they release more challenges, or if they release more challenges maybe Friday with the new series, you're already kind of ahead of the game and you don't need much to get in and get that free agency, get the 96 overall card, which again could be a Chris Harris, could also be any of the players that are coming part 2, week 2, because this is a 2-part promo. So we might not be done with just getting Phillip Rivers and Ndamukong Suh. I thought the Tom Brady was in here too. I don't know why, but I think he might be a lower level. So just keep that in mind as you're going forward. A lot of these guys, and it looks like they're putting in players that have power-ups previously as players who are going to be the higher overall level cards. So that's something to consider too. Power-up passes, people are hitting, 96, 97, 98 overall power-up passes. I know I have a couple power-up passes sitting in my binder. So just something to think about going forward with that. And one thing we're going to look into right now before we get too far along here is we're going to break into some of these sets here. Again, with every new promo, there's usually a new series of sets. As you can see here, free agency with the little neon logos there. So there's 2 different ones. There's free agency week 1, and there's an exchange set. It's very important to note that week 1 is targeted like that because it's only going to be specific to week 1 players. Same thing on the reverse for week 2. They're going to be like week 2 players that come out, but you can see here Joe Thuney and Jadeveon Clowney. They're both the master sets here. I don't know where the art's not loading, but basically here you take any of the free agency heroes, you put them in there, and you get the guy that you want. Not only do you get the player that you want in Thuney or Clowney, you get the power up, and you get 2 of the week 1 items as heroes back as Nat, which is cool, I guess. I mean, the last promo they did, you got all 3 back, and there's been promos previously where you don't get any back. So, okay, I'll take the 2 heroes back. That's going to be a lot of training there. They're 96s, so that's a whole lot of training. So you get the card plus the power up, and then basically whatever card is going to be, whoever they sign with, they'll get that team chem. I'm not sure after the power up if they can get their old team chems back. I assume so, but I think the default on these cards when they sign with their new teams is the new team chem, from what I understand. So yeah, I mean, Rivers, Lamar Miller, Hunter Henry, Ndamukong Suh. So if you just pick any one of these, so Rivers, we're just gonna break into it right here. You take any 90 to 94 overall free agency player. It looks like 3 of them, and then you're going to take another 4 87 to 89 overall free agency player and put them in there. 7 cards valued from 87 to 94 if you do the 87s and 90s only, get as low overall as possible. I don't think it's a great value there on the exchange set for that, but this could be something interesting here. This little exchange set, I kind of like this. So a random 87 to 94 overall free agency player, all you're going to do is put in 3 83 to 84s and 4 80 to 82s to earn a random 87 to 94 free agency player. And then here you trade in 3 87 to 89 free agency players to earn a random 90 to 94 overall. So what this is telling me is that if you are smart about what you're doing in the auction house and or with your packs and the extra cards you get from opening packs, you could possibly take this, take a bunch of random garbage cards you don't have, or lower level cards, or cards you get for cheap, put them in there. You got enough of them, you get a 90 to 94 free agency player, or you can keep getting the lower level 87s, and you could get one of these heroes. Now, with the process in that would be long, because then you get 3 heroes, you put them in here, and then you get coins back, training, or you get training back, you get the cards back as that. Would it be a long process? Sure. Is there a way around it to possibly make sure these exchange sets work in your favor? I believe so. I think it's going to be probably something that it's going to be valuable, especially with all the new content and promos coming out. A lot of new stuff coming up. People are going to be active in the auction house. People are going to be looking to sell a bunch of their cards. People are going to looking to be dumping some stuff they have no need for because they're not doing exchange sets. So could be a time for you to capitalize on that and make something out of nothing. And the last thing I want to check out here before we head out is the auction house, or not the auction house, the store. It looks like there's 3 main bundles, 3 main packs here, not bundles, but 3 main packs. There's 2 bundles and 1 free agency pack. And then in training currency, there's 1 training exchange. In a trading currency, there's 1 pack for trading currency exchange. It's 3,900 training. You do that, and basically that's the value of if I'm looking at my spreadsheet here, that's about the value of an 89. Yeah, so you're paying about the value of 89. 89 is 3570 training. This is 3,900 training, and 89's value currently sitting around 27,000 to 27 to 30,000, right? So basically every time you're rolling this, you're kind of spending 30,000 coins. You know, let me go buy some training and show you what it looks like real quick. All right, I just snagged some training real quick. We're gonna roll one of these packs and see what's in it. I'm not expecting anything crazy, but if we do get something crazy, I'll quick sell or maybe even keep it and re-roll for later. It's an elite animation, and it's an 87, so we basically kind of broke even there. Not even broke even, I'm sorry. We took a huge L on that, actually. We lost like 2,000 trading, so that's just something to look at. I don't like that animation though. It's just an elite animation. It's kind of lame. Maybe they fixed that as well. I'm pretty sure that 3,900 was not the value that was there on the stream the other day, so I'm glad they changed it. If they did change it, still 3,900. You know, is it a perfect amount? No, I'm still really liking this pack, the Theme Diamonds 2 set piece for that amount of trading, and that's something we might be getting into over the weekend when Series 6 comes out. No promises, but we'll see. Yeah, just look, guys, if you're really, you know, if you got a lot of training, sure. If you came up on a card, maybe sniped, and you quick sold it real quick and you got training to spend, sure. If you're bored and you just want to roll your training because you have a lot of training just sitting there not doing anything, you don't have any upgrades to do, or you're just not playing the game, go ahead, roll it. Get the free agency players and try to make some coins off of it. I'm personally not going to be doing it too often unless I see a kind of a loophole, a little scheme, not a scheme, but a little idea or a plan that we can kind of get into and try to test our luck and see if we can kind of force some good luck our way. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty standard promo pretty much for the most part. It's just that there's a weird wrinkle in the middle, right, where Series 6 is going to happen on Friday, and I don't know if that's going to change a lot of what's going on. I'm not sure if it's going to impact to the point where we're going to have new free agency cards on Friday. I'm not sure if they're just going to keep it to this Wednesday, next Wednesday, and I'm also not sure if they fully released the details yet, and I don't think they did, about how things are going to be handled with these players in terms of what teams are going to be able to land on. As you can see right there with the Rivers and Ndamukong Suh, they don't have team chemistries on their cards. And I don't have the cards to kind of go up through and see what team chemistries they can get. I'm sure right now you can definitely put on the Chargers, and for Sue, probably the Rams and the Bucks and the Lions chems. But can you put on Colts chems yet for Rivers? I doubt it, just because we're still in moratorium period in the NFL, which basically means, for those who don't know, or those terms are agreed to, moratorium period. For those who don't know, the moratorium basically is just a time when teams are allowed to negotiate and deal and talk to these players and figure out something about a contract or interest, whatever the case may be, even though teams are already pretty much doing it throughout the season, but the NFL actually allows it during this period of the season. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, so just keep it locked here. Stay tuned. We might have more stuff coming out with this free agency promo. I'm looking into I'm going to be looking into the training packs. See if we can do something there. If not, Series 6 coming out soon, so that should be awesome. So I appreciate everybody for coming by, stopping by, and checking me out. Appreciate the love, y'all. Again, we got a like goal on this video. Make sure you check it out. And if you want to peep me on stream, I'm going to be popping in streams usually on my normal schedule, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But with the current things going on, I might just be popping up without even letting anybody know. So go ahead and give me a follow. We're going to be trying to making some coins over the next couple days, some coin making methods. We're going to be trying to see how much we can capitalize on some people trying to maybe sell off their team. And also people trying to maybe get rich quick in this free agency promo, even ahead of Series 6. So thanks again for joining me. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, turn the notifications on. We'll see you next time. Appreciate it. I'm out.